spring has sprung. It is the 1st of September and it is a beautiful spring day. Let's pan up to the sky. Look how beautiful that sky is. I was concerned yesterday and the other day. We have had very cold weather this last week, probably the coldest of our winter, and now we have a beautiful day. Yesterday the wind was hectic and I was nervous that today was going to be another windy day, but yeah, a nice day to be out in the garden fixing what is broken. But these need a trimming. I do want to go up to the top of my garden up there. We have in the past put a whole bunch of leaves and debris from the garden up at the top there for storage, and I think if I dig under the surface I'm going to have some nice compost which I am going to use to fill my beds in the garden. A lovely little pop of spring coming along there. So this is the very top level of our garden. Our back garden is in tiers. Over here, so this is the top tier, then there's one tier down and another tier down by the pool. And I have mentioned in previous videos that this is what I want to make like a park-like area with a little pathway here, maybe a table set or something at the end there where you can sit and just take in the bird life here up on this level is amazing, and it's just really beautiful. So my intention was to plant shade plants. Got some bromelias here, some lilies over there in the corner, more different types of lilies and strelitzia. These, I have no idea what they're called, but I need to chop them down and plant them. They pretty much will root from a cutting and grow quite nicely there. And then I had plants here, but they were annuals, so they have done their thing and I will need to plant up here. But I would like to plant perennials that are just grasses and bird attracting kinds of plants that will look nice and pretty and just look after themselves. Mondo grass over here, which again has taken a knocking from the lack of water, and also Venus. This was transplanted from the front garden and it was shooting out new leaves. I do have green there, so I'm hoping with the rains that it will do its thing. This should grow into a decent sized bush. I'm going to leave those leaves there to be a bit of a mulch. These are clivias, which have only flowered once for me. I believe you have to have at least 14 leaves for one to flower, so we wait patiently. And I had some beautiful ground covers here, all gone. These are a firm favorite for Venus. She tends to dig them up and eat them. I don't know if it's because they keep moisture inside them and they taste delicious, who knows, but she likes them. And this is very easy to make into a thickish kind of border, and it's a lovely pop of maroon. We just kind of cut it off, stick it in the ground and let it go. And I transplanted these from this section. I wanted to mirror that as you come into this section, but I find that they take a long time to root and be happy. And there I have two different camellia bushes. One is white and one is pink, and they are growing quite nicely actually. This big bush here was transplanted from the front garden quite a while ago. There were actually 3 of them. As you can see, that one did not take, and we thought these hadn't taken either, but then a season later they just did their thing, so that's quite nice. It's a bit of a nice screen against the rubble and trees that we have chopped down in the past and used for firewood. So this pile is the big pile that we're going to dig into. And it goes quite far back. It's is a bit chaotic. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I asked my gardener to help me dig a pit so that we could put it into a pit and build up on that way and keep it contained, but that didn't happen. Anyway, probably if I went in the back there, it would probably be even better than what's out here. But being spring, snakes and warming up and all that kind of thing, although Venus likes to be there, and she barks and barks and barks. I think she stands on the leaves and she hears them crunching under her feet and thinks that there's something there that she needs to bark at. Not the sharpest dog all the time. So we are going to dig under this grass. I did come in yesterday and move some of the dry debris on the top away. And because it's in the shade, it's probably not killed as many grass seeds and things as I would like to have, but anyway, it's free compost. That'll do. And it's before the little leaves and grasses can still break down on the bed. Not ideal working around plants, but anyway, it will do. Okey-dokey. So I'm going to smush that around there, and then I think I'm going to fill up that. I want to plant carrots in that bed, just carrots. And I think in that bed over there, I was thinking maybe I would plant my butternut this season. Let that all finish up and put all the butternutty and squashy kind of things in there, so it's got a little bit of space to run, and then maybe I can, as it grows, either put an archway coming this way or that way. That's what I thought. Anyway, we shall see. But look here, these are looking good. Need to weed in between them. And I don't mind weeding in a raised bed. It's kind of contained. But those peas look like they're done. I do have more peas I can plant because it is spring and peas do grow in spring. But that's going to be my... Got that! Lovely! Rob's going to pull it out. Enjoy the joy of harvesting. Dun, dun, dun. So in this bed where I have just cleaned up the parsnips, I had 3 parsnips left after Venus got in there. I have just put the leaves back in there, and the kale that doesn't look so good, I put that back in there, and I'm just going to cover it over. But look here, look at these little chives, and they have just popped up this week. So when you think that you've had a terrible gardening season and you haven't had much luck or joy with all your brassicas and things, and then you come out to clean up and get ready for the next season, look at this so far. I moaned and groaned because I didn't have any carrots, but now I have 2. 3 parsnips left, a few peas. Look at these. Rob helped me harvest that one. I get such joy from harvesting. I just want other people to feel that same feeling. and some beautiful kale over there. And all the other things are starting to pop up and do their thing. That kale has taken nicely there, so we will look after that and protect it. Got some more turnips over there, brassicas down the edge there. That cabbage that I originally thought I planted a cauliflower there, it is looking really good. Lovely in the head there, no insect damage at this stage. We've got to clean some of those off, but it's looking good. And these brassicas are also starting to grow and look nice. So we may have a lovely spring season after all. It just puts joy in my heart. Yay! Those chives, I love those chives. And I did buy some seedlings yesterday, which I'm gonna put in here. This is going to be my pepper bed. Have a whole bunch of peppers, and I bought some paprika peppers and some jalapenos because Rob likes jalapenos, so we'll get those great. And these leeks are also starting to thicken up nicely. So feeling good. We actually harvested some of that lettuce the other day. I'll harvest some more now. It's a butterhead one. Just gonna stick these spent leaves in that garden bed to break down, and we will use some of these lettuce leaves for our ham sandwiches later. It actually always annoys me that lettuce is not a summer crop, because that's when you want to eat it in summertime, but it grows better in cooler weather. These are Chinese cabbages. I see this one is starting to go to seed here. I'm not entirely sure when they are ready to harvest and what they are supposed to look like. Look there, skinny nuts starting to flower, so I don't know. They haven't done for me what I thought they would. I was out of store-bought onions the other day, so I had to come here and take my biggest bulbing onion out. So they're little bulbing onions this year, but they're bulbing. That's what I'm focusing on. Last year we didn't get any bulbing onions. Hoping the garlic will be bulbing soon. I never know if I plant these things too deep or what. Can only wait and see. Right, now back to the top of the garden for more soil. So as we started probably 2 weeks ago showing you the reclamation of the garden, it has continued. We have had some, oopsie daisy, nice rain over the last couple of days, so grass is looking lovely and lush and green. It has already had a mow and is due for another one. But yes, if we don't get so down on ourselves about all the destruction that's happened in the garden. We can go around and see everything that is starting to blossom again. That is going to be an echinacea. I have planted some seedlings as well that I'm hoping that will take off. Look at these lovely nice green growth, pop of color over here, angelonia, some salvia in the back there. These roses are always in bloom, and lots of self-seeded zinnias that come back every year. Yesterday we had some lovely rain and I went out into the garden and I threw a whole bunch of seedlings that I had saved from a couple of years ago, so I'll show you where I put those. But we do have a lot of volunteers, which is exciting. This area is usually lovely and full. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm really hoping my electric daisies, which are usually along here, come back, but we will have to wait and see. Some more salvia. I hope to do a nice big ring of this purple around there, and even here lots and lots of zinnias going to pop up there. Oh, look at that, gorgeous. And a lovely bud over there, and so this rose is budding up nicely. We'll have some beauty there super soon. The veggie patch is looking good. All the Venus protectors have definitely allowed my beans to start growing. Kale has taken nicely. I planted some peas in here along with some zucchini, and here I have planted some butternut seeds, so I'm hoping those take off, and this entire bed then is dedicated to the butternut. But brassicas over there looking good. I have planted here some noodle beans, which are taking off, and I'm going to string them up here, as well as tomatoes and cucumbers. I'm quite enjoying this bed actually. It's got all my leeks from that I planted in the winter, and a whole bunch of different peppers. But aesthetically it just appeals to me. And then these Chinese cabbagey thingamabobbies, not really blown me away, but they have gone to seed, and I will let the pollinators enjoy that for a while, and then we will refresh this bed and plant some other herby things in there and make this a nice herb bed. Over here I planted a whole bunch of seedlings, some different zinnias and some cosmos, and then at the end over there I had very big dahlias that had been gifted to me. I was told that they get really huge, so I thought about it again and wasn't sure if I wanted a whole wall of red dahlias there, so I have taken them up and I have planted them along the driveway wall, which we'll go and have a look at now. So not much to see at the moment, but along this wall here all the way down I have planted those big red dahlia tubers, and then yesterday I came and scattered a whole bunch of zinnias, and you can see zinnia seedlings popping up there anyway. So, and I think there was also gumfrina in there, but you can see all these little white specks are all the little seedlings that are scattered in here. So my hope is that this entire area is filled up with tons and tons of color. Venus had destroyed this hedge that we had here, a jasmine hedge, so the gardener came last week and he dug up this section of it, and we will see what happens there. Gives me more space for zinnia. And then he so kindly, whenever he buys himself fruit, he takes the seeds and he plants the seeds until they take. And this is an apple tree that he has been growing and gifted to me, so we have put this over so that Venus does not destroy it. And then this bed I started repurposing, put in little pavers here to go to the rubbish section, and then planting a little hedge of mondo grass. And then I did think that maybe what I'll do is get some Freylinia and plant a hedge of Freylinia along here. I don't know, just thoughts going through my head, something a little bit stronger and more sturdy that the dog can't destroy. But very happy with how the fig is looking at the moment. It is definitely enjoying the moisture. Have replanted some of the wild garlic around the base of it and would like to grow that a little bit more. The salvia there needs to be chopped back so that the bottom ones can grow, but it's really looking beautiful. So slowly we are reclaiming the garden. The rain does definitely help. We went to Blackwoods yesterday and just looked at a whole bunch, just walked around and looked at a bunch of shrubs and trees and things, and I would really like to get 3 of those, I think they're called rocket junipers, that will have one over here and maybe 2 tall ones in that section over there. But come and look here. Dun, dun, dun. This restores my faith in myself. I have been very miserable about seeding and have not had a very great success rate recently, so I am really chuffed with this. So here I have some dwarf dahlias growing. There's different varieties of cosmos. I think this one is the pinks and the whites. There is what do they call that one? Ladybird mix. There's also a lemonade mix somewhere. I think it might be this one over here. This is a whole bunch of stock. Oh, there's the Cosmos Lemon. Lemonium, which is just starting to take. Dahlia pom-poms. And a whole bunch of poppies. This is a purple poppy. It's like a double, triple, like really fluffy pom-pom one. This is a pom-pom poppy. And a black poppy over here, paprika, it's for Rob and for our curries, and a pink poppy. So I'm very excited about all of that, really hoping that they continue to grow and take off, and then I can transplant them and have some nice blooms, find somewhere safe to put them. This is taking off nicely and looking really nice. Happy with that, and just looking forward to what the season has to offer. I know I've felt a bit disheartened and a bit gloomy in the last couple of weeks, and so I took a step back, but looking out the window now at hope and potential and new growth. And this is in the garden bed. I'm controlling myself. But yes, looking forward to all the growth and the vegetables that we get to eat. We have had a couple of kale meals so far, and some beets from the garden, so it's been fun, and I'm feeling refreshed and enthused again to get stuck into the garden. So thank you for being with me on the journey as I reclaim and find hope again. Never lose hope. Always hold on, because there's always a new season to come. So thank you for spending the time with me on my crazy chaotic garden, which will go from strength to strength this season, I promise. But I hope you have a wonderful week going forward, and I'm looking forward to holidays which are coming up soon, and all the hope and potential that those bring. Have a wonderful week.